So today we are going to discuss about the Clepsella. Clepsella. And earlier we have talked about the Enterobacteriaceae, and it is a part of that. And a member of the genus Clepsella are gram-negative, capsulated, non-sporing, non-motile bacilli, and that grow well on ordinary medias, and they produce pink mucoid colonies on MacConkey's agar. Okay, we have already discussed about the MacConkey MacConkey's media, or that is also known as agar, and they are usually found in the intestinal tract of humans and animals, or free living in soils, water, and on plants. So it is the introduction of this Clepsella, and now we will talk about the classification of this Clepsella. Classification of this Clepsella. And this Clepsella is divided or classified into three species, namely Clepsella pneumoniae, Clepsella ozeri, and Clepsella rhinostomatis. These are the Clepsella pneumoniae, and second is Clepsella ozeri, and third one is Clepsella rhinostomatis. And these are the three species of this Clepsella, and the Clepsella pneumoniae is the most frequently encountered bacilli in infections. So we will talk about this Clepsella pneumoniae. Now we will talk about the morphology, and in morphology they are salt, plump, and as I have earlier told you that it is a gram-negative, non-sporing, capsulated, and non-motile bacilli. And if we measure it, its size is 1 to 2 micrometer in length and 0.5 to 0.8 micrometer in breadth, and they found parallel or bulging sides and slightly pointed or rounded ends. So this is about morphology. First, they are salt, plump, gram-negative, non-sporing, capsulated, non-motile bacilli or rods. And if we measure their size, they will be 1 to 2 micrometer in length and 0.5 to 0.8 micrometer in breadth. And they are slightly pointed or rounded ends. When we see the cultural characteristics of this Clepsella, they grow well on ordinary media at optimum temperature of 37 degrees centigrade, and that ranges between 12 to 43 degrees centigrade. And we get the culture, or they can be grown in 18 to 24 hours. And when we culture on this MacConkey's agar, the colonies typically appear large, mucoid, and pink to red in color. mucoid, and the colonies may be red to pink. And due to this mucoid nature of colony, or the mucoid nature of this colonies is due to the accumulation of slime, that is capsular material produced by the organism. जो म्यूकोइड नेचर होता है इस बेसिलाई का, वो स्लाइम के एक्यूमुलेशन होने की वजह से होता है. एंड ये स्लाइम कहाँ से आता है? दैट इज द कैप्सुलर मटेरियल जो ऑर्गेनिज्म और जो बेसिलाई इसमें प्रोड्यूस करते हैं, ये वहाँ से आता है. So this is all about the morphology and cultural characteristics of this Klebsiella. And now we will talk about the biochemical reactions. Now we will talk about the biochemical reactions. As earlier I have explained or talked in Enterobacteriaceae or in other bacilli, then we will see the IMVIC, means indole, methylate, and Vosker, and this is C for citrate. And when we see the results or reactions, we will found indole negative, methylate negative, and BP that is positive, and citrate will be the positive, है ना. जबकि इससे पहले जो हमने बात की थी ये कोलाई की, एस्टेरिस्टिया कोलाई, उसमें ये इंडोल पॉजिटिव था, मिथाइलेट पॉजिटिव था, बीपी नेगेटिव था, एंड साइट्रेट नेगेटिव था. दिस इज द डिफरेंस बिटवीन बोथ और biochemical reactions. Then we see the sugars, fermentation of sugars, glucose, lactose, and sucrose, and mannitol are fermented with the production of acid and gas. Okay, and the urease will be the positive, and indole will be the negative, methylate will be the negative, and BP, this is bogus proscore, that will be the positive, and citrate is positive. And these reactions are typical of this Klebsiella pneumoniae. Okay, so this is all about the biochemical reactions in this Klebsiella pneumoniae. And now we will talk about the antigenic structure of this Klebsiella. Antigenic structure of this pneumonia. And this Klebsiella possesses capsular and somatic antigens. पहले हमने भी देखा था K, O and F, वहाँ बात की थी हमने पहले इस सीरियल कोलाई में. यहाँ पे K for capsular antigen, and O for somatic antigen. These are the antigens which possesses the Klebsiella. Okay, and when we talk about this capsular antigen, on the basis of this capsular or K antigen, the Klebsiella have differentiated into 80 serotypes. 80 serotypes. 1 to 80 serotypes made. Clear? 80 serotypes, and the members of capsular type will be the 1 to 6 occur mostly frequently in the human respiratory tract. Out of this 80, 1 to 6, 1 से 6 serotypes कहाँ से अफेक्टेड होंगे? जो हमारी ह्यूमन रेस्पिरेटरी ट्रैक्ट, जो ह्यूमन रेस्पिरेटरी ट्रैक्ट से संबंधित होंगे. Okay, this is the capsular antigen. And now the somatic or O antigen, and there are 5 different antigens, that is 5, 0, 1, 2, 0, 5. ये होंगे S, O antigen, somatic antigen. ये होंगे 80 serotypes, and they occur in various combinations with the capsular antigens, and 4 of the 5 capsular antigens are identical to Escherichia coli. जो एस्टीरिया कोलाई का ओ एंटीजन है उससे काफ़ी आइडेंटिकल होंगे और मिलते जुलते होंगे. तो आई विल अगेन रिपीट, there are 2 antigens, capsular antigen and somatic antigen, and capsular antigen have 80 serotypes, 1 to 80, and out of 80, 1 to 6 serotypes are concerned with the human respiratory tract infections. Okay, and while we talk about the somatic antigens, they are 1 to 5 antigens, and they are very related to antigens of E. coli. And now we will talk about the pathogenesis of this Klebsiella pneumoniae. Pathogenesis. And this Klebsiella pneumoniae, it is a subspecies. It is a subspecies of Klebsiella, and is the second most populous member next to E. coli. And E. coli is also a aerobic bacterial flora, and that is found in the human intestines. Okay, ये सबसे ज़्यादा पाया जाने वाला किसके बाद? E. coli के बाद. पहला E. coli पाया जाता है, फिर ये Klebsiella pneumoniae पाया जाता है, और ये हम लोगों की इंटेस्टाइन्स में मिलता है. एंड इट इज रेस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर सीवियर ब्रोंकोनिमोनिया, नोजोकोमियल इन्फेक्शंस. नोजोकोमियल मीन्स द इन्फेक्शन दैट टेक प्लेस इन द हॉस्पिटल्स. मतलब जब हम हॉस्पिटल में हमारे पेशेंट्स एडमिट होते हैं तो वहाँ से ये एक्वायर हो सकता है इन्फेक्शन. दैट इज नोन एज नोसोकोमियल. नोसोकोमियल, इसको टर्म को याद रख लीजिए. नोसोकोमियल मीन्स द इन्फेक्शन दैट takes place or originating in hospitals. And urinary tract infections, bone infections, septicemia, meningitis, and very rarely diarrhea. These are the few diseases which occur due to this Klebsiella pneumoniae. And it is a very important pathogen that causes nosocomial infections of the lower respiratory tract. Upper respiratory tract and lower respiratory tract means that will affect your lungs, bronchi, and etc. So this Klebsiella pneumonia, that is occurred due to this infection of this Klebsiella pneumoniae, is very serious disease with high case fatality. इसमें मृत्यु दर ज़्यादा है ना. And the disease is characterized by the massive mucoid inflammation exudate of the lower और लोबुलर डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन, जो हमारे पूरे लंग्स में फैल जाता है, एंड दैट विल इन्वॉल्व वन और मोर लोब्स ऑफ द लंग्स। लोबुलर मीन्स जो लंग्स में होता है लोब, तो दोनों लोब्स के एक या दो या तीन लोब्स को ये अफेक्ट कर देता है। एंड नेक्रोसिस एंड एब्सिस फॉर्मेशन आर मोर फ्रीक्वेंट देन इन न्यूमोकोकल निमोनिया। यहाँ पर नेक्रोसिस भी हो सकती है एंड एब्सिस फॉर्मेशन भी हो सकती है न्यूमोकोकल निमोनिया की अपेक्षा ये ज़्यादा होते हैं। And some strains of this Klebsiella isolated from cases of diarrhea that have been shown to produce an antirotoxin, and that is very similar to the heat stable toxins of E. coli. हमने पहले पढ़ा था E. coli में दो तरह के होते हैं, heat stable and heat liable, and इसमें जो हम बात करेंगे they produce the antirotoxins and they very similar to the heat stable toxins of E. coli. And the production of this toxin determined by the presence of plasmid, जो प्लाज्मिड की प्रेजेंस से ही हम इसको डिटरमाइन कर पाते हैं कि ये क्या है। And this is all about the Klebsiella pneumoniae, and now we will talk about the Klebsiella ozoni. ओजिना से ओजोनी। ओजिना एक डिजीज होती है जिसमें हमारी नाक की जितनी भी नेजल म्यूकोजा होता है वो एट्रोफीड हो जाती है, एंड दैट इज नोन एज ओजिना। एंड दिस bacilli or these rods are associated with ozina, and common chronic disease in which there is a atrophy of the nasal mucosa and characterized by foul smell nasal discharge, मतलब हमारी नाक की झिल्लियों में एट्रोफी हो जाएगी और वहाँ से ऑफेंसिव मतलब बदबूदार डिस्चार्ज होता है। एंड द आइडेंटिफिकेशन इज डिफिकल्ट ड्यू टू वाइड वेरिएशंस इन द बायोकेमिकल रिएक्शंस ऑफ इंडिविजुअल स्टेट्स, एंड दिस Klebsiella ozoni belongs to the capsular type 3 to 6. हम लोग 3 to 6 1 to 87. And now third one is rhinosclerosis. And this causes rhinoscleroma, and this is a chronic granulomatous hypertrophy of nose, and this is prevalent in southeastern Europe, India and Central America also, and where it is associated with the prolonged exposure to crowded and unhygienic conditions. यहाँ पे बहुत ज़्यादा पॉपुलेशन होती है, भीड़ वाला इलाका होता है और यहाँ पे अनहाइजीनिक कंडीशंस होती हैं, वहाँ पे हमको ये वाला इन्फेक्शन होने के चांसेस ज़्यादा रहेंगे। एंड द लीजन्स usually occur in nose, larynx, throat, and to a lesser extent in the trachea, and consist of granulomatous infiltrations. Granulomatous infiltrations. ठीक है, ये इसकी साइड है, नोज में होगा, लैरिंग्स में होगा, थ्रोट में हो सकता है और कभी कभी ये ट्रेकिया में हो सकता है, जहाँ पे इसके ग्रेनुलोमेटस इन्फ्लेट्रेशंस के साथ में जो सबम्यूकोसा का होगा वहाँ पे ये हो सकता है। एंड दिस वेसिलाई आर सीन इंट्रासेलुलरली इन लीजन्स। जो इनके लीजन्स होते हैं, थ्रोट में हो चाहे लैरिंक्स में हो चाहे नोज में हो, उनकी जो सेल्स होती हैं उनके अंदर ये दिखाई देगा एंड इट कैन बी आइडेंटिफाइड बाय द बायोकेमिकल रिएक्शंस एंड दिस बिलोंग्स टू द कैप्सुलर टाइप 3। जो एंटीजन है वो इसमें 1 to 80 में से थर्ड वाला होगा एंड दिस ऑल आर द this is all about the different types of Klebsiella infections. Either it may be a Klebsiella pneumoniae, or it may be a Rossini, or it may be a rhinosinusitis. And now we will talk about the laboratory diagnosis. And diagnosis is made by the culturing appropriate specimens on blood agar or McConkey agar. Blood agar or McConkey agar, and the isolate is identified by colony morphology, gram staining, and test for motility and biochemical reactions, and all of these we have discussed earlier. So this is all about the Klebsiella group in which the pneumonia, Rossini, and rhinosinusitis genus, and so thanks.